but then you just started killing people.
Like, if it was just the pinto beans, it would have been fine, but you had to go start killing people, man.
Yeah, happens to the best of
That's
us,
kind
but
that's kind of extreme killing over pinto beans.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll learn some more about him here in a second. Anyway, we are now live on YouTube. We're live. Um,
Okay, cool.
so, as a recap of what has happened, to remind everyone else, because it's been like a month since we did my campaign, and to get a little more information to Williams as we start. You guys were sent by King Atlan of Naffisea to negotiate a trade with the Emperor of Strumen in the city of Yanabe to get resources for the country of Everhold. Where did it cut out? Where did it cut out?
Out. You cut out.
Yeah, he cut out. We went to Yanabe to get
There we go. Thank you.
In the city of Yanabe to get resources for the country of Everhold to continue on as a country and recover from the damage that was caused by the now transformed being that was previously known as Yask, Emily's character's Aunt Jessie. Upon arrival to the country, you spent the night and spoke with the Emperor the following morning. The Emperor told you that the country that you were... The Emperor told you that there was a series of killings happening in a historic village to the south called Golden Moon, but he did not have the extra guard to send to investigate the killings. So he told you that if you would do that but he didn't have the extra guard to send to investigate the killings. He told you that if you would do the investigation and stop the killer, that he would provide whatever aid was needed to the country of Everhold. You guys agreed and were given a gift of a bottle of silvering solution and supplies for the trip, with the promise of repayment of all costs while you were there. You journeyed about a week south from Yanabe and arrived at the village of Golden Moon without too many problems occurring on the way. Upon arrival, you met the town mayor, who introduced themselves as Mayor Eliza Thornfield. You let her know why you were in town, and she promised to give you all the aid you would need. She walked you to the crime scene of the first killing, which was a farmer's wife named Lena, who had been killed while out in their cornfield. Besides claw marks and her footprints, you only found that she had a silver crescent moon pressed into her forehead. You then investigated the most recent murder, a small girl named Amelia, who had been cut down in the street on her way home from a friend's house a few nights before your arrival. She had claw marks, there were drag marks in the street, and the same silver crescent moon was pressed into her forehead. You then questioned the only witness, a very large, fat man that said he didn't see what happened. He only heard it because he didn't want to get up from his table because he was enjoying a very large pot of freshly made pinto beans.
I'll be right back with that note. I'm gonna get some food.
Damn it, Carson. While he's gone, then you guys went and investigated the second murder that had happened. It was the town blacksmith, who you later found out was named Gareth. He was in the midst of forging silvered weapons because he had come into town after the death of Farmer Lena, ranting about the killing being done by a werewolf. Everybody else in town brushed it off and was like, there's no way, this was just a freak accident. Steyer finished forging several of the silver weapons, and everyone else came up with a plan to confront the werewolf in the fields behind Farmer Lena's house, because they had an open field with plenty of nearby vantage points and hiding spots. That night, you confronted the werewolf, realizing that the werewolf smelled of pinto beans, and covered him in flour so that he would leave a trail if he tried to escape. Twig tried to hold him down, but couldn't, allowing the wolf to escape, but leaving a flower trail as he did so. The commotion erupting from the event caused a nearby visitor
Okay,
to
I'm
the
back.
town to appear, who then fired arrows at the werewolf as he ran into the woods. So, we return to the battlefield. Twig feeling defeated because they couldn't hold down a werewolf, and everyone else feeling defeated because they missed every single shot they tried to get.
Theoretically.
Finn is still passed out on the roof. As you guys watch the werewolf take off into the night, you watch, or you hear footsteps coming through a couple of the buildings kind of out towards the street in front of the houses. And with very quick precision, before you can even actually tell where they came from, 9 arrows come flying from between the buildings. 8 of them striking the werewolf.
Damn.
Wow.
In a matter of seconds, he went from standing up completely fine, running into the woods, to limping very slowly, leaving a pretty large trail of blood, very easy to follow. Take it away, Williams.
The aforementioned stranger steps from shadows. You're not quite sure when he got there. He's dressed. It looks like a thin leather hooded cloak, but it's like quilted together with different colored, different dyed leathers, and sewn in a seemingly random pattern. And his face is painted in that similar kind of pattern on it as he walks out. When he takes his hood down to speak to you guys, you can clearly see that he's likely an elf because he's got the ears, or the ears are very prominent. He's carrying a very well-crafted longbow and has a quiver over his shoulder.
Now, Nox, I will say you're currently surrounded by several beings of which you probably haven't ever seen before. You're looking at a 8-foot tall myconid?
9.
9-foot tall myconid.
Thinking.
And a sort of fish creature that you've never even heard of having existed. If everybody would like to go around and introduce their characters as well, just to give him a sort of visual.
Sorry, you go first.
I'll go first. Okay, Styr is going to be fascinated by the bow and walk up straight to this new person and start trying to grab for the bow and to look at it. Not really introducing himself, but just kind of giving a few strange glances before
You'll
trying
get
to
tapped in the
examine the bow.
nose with it. No touchy.
This definitely
I'm not trying to cause damage, but I am making it clear you do not touch it. And just kind
definitely
of giving you a flick on the nose with it.
I see. This definitely startles Styr. He starts kind of, glancing back at it for a second, and then very briefly introduces himself as Styr. He's a robotic metal man with a strange arm that can be detached and replaced with other strange attachments that he has. He has a large backpack full of just absolute junk crap that he's collected on his journey, and he's got this
Lot of
very
rocks.
large, powerful steampunk-esque crossbow that he wields. He, in the most polite terms, seems to be someone similar to Sheldon Cooper. He's autistic, but he's very fascinated with things, which helps. It helps. What am I trying to say? I'm very good at remembering things and very obscure information that helps us through the campaign. But I can also be kind of a drag because I'm a little bit odd and I don't pick up on everything else that some of the other characters should. So whenever interacting with a new player or something like that, that's usually what happens is I try to find something on them and try to examine it before I even introduce myself. So with that being said, Steyer is going to introduce himself as Steyer and kind of like put out his hand or whatever, but not at a very good angle and try to shake your hand.
If you see an interesting fish, don't ask about it unless you want to know every scientific fact about that fish.
Should I go next?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Steyer, Ahmet, Knox, Caleb. Are we gonna chase that thing?
Steyer's going to say sure or whatever and start trying to grab for the bow again. Can you type out, can you spell out your name real quick so I can get it into my notes?
It's on my
Yeah, it's his name on the group.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay, awesome. Okay.
We should make it swap.
Should I go next time or?
Yeah.
Okay. Twig is going to not step directly in front of Yask, but just like to a point where they can. Look you up and down.
He's looking you up. Knox is looking you up and down too. He's like, blink, 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 blink.
I'm also glowing. I forgot that. They glow
Oh, yes.
orange.
Yes. Both Twig and Yask glow with bioluminescence.
Steyer also technically glows, but under special circumstances.
Certain surface.
Wait, Carson, isn't Steyer's eye like a candle?
Yes, it's like flames from the inside of the boiler, so you can just see it through one of his eyes. But it just kind of glows. It doesn't produce any light at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Twig
Twig-
is the Myconid.
Yeah, Twig is just going to be like in sort of a protecting stance around Yask and ask you where in the world you came from.
Most recently, I just came into town for supplies, and then that girl was killed. So I started trying to find what was killing kids. I noticed you guys. I've been following you. I saw your elaborate trap, and, well, it worked. So apparently right now, we have a common enemy.
Agreed.
And well met.
What
Are you related to a treant?
was that?
Are you related to a treant?
I'm a giant mushroom. My
I get that.
my limbs do feel like tree bark though.
Yeah, you definitely notice like the texture of their skin is tree bark, like a nice
With
oak
a
tree.
nonchalant flick to knock Steyer's hand away again. Unlike somebody,
I love that
I'm not gonna
visual.
reach out and- I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be rude like somebody and try to touch you.
Please don't touch
well
me.
met.
Thank you. I squat down to get right at Ilo, and I hold my finger out
About 5 feet.
to shake your hand.
Got a finger in your hand. Grab one of your fingers, I guess.
Shake hands.
You're quite large.
I am large. Everyone says it.
You only have to duck into every building you enter.
An army crawl.
If you can fit.
If you can even fit inside through the door.
We have fun.
All right, and Emily.
Yippee. Um, Yask, after hearing everyone else's introductions and hearing you talk and kind of getting a feel for who you are, deems you
I can't hear
less
you
of a
at all,
threat.
hardly.
Hold on, sorry.
So
after
Williams,
hearing-
you can actually adjust everybody's volume independently. If on that left-hand side where you can see all our names.
Which one's she? The fly or game kit? She's game kit?
Yes. You can right-click on her name and then adjust her volume independently.
User volume is all the way up.
Can you hear me okay?
100%.
That's where I've got hers is at 200.
We all do that.
I can't talk super loud because I'm in this huge, echoey, like common area. So I try not to talk too loud to disturb people.
Oh, I see.
Yask, after getting a feeling for your personality and who you are after hearing everyone's introductions, steps in front of Twig and immediately extends their hand for a greeting, saying, "That was some really impressive shooting." They say this a little embarrassed that they had both heard, them and Steyer had missed, and introduced themselves as Yask.
Well, you ask. I got my face so close because I couldn't hear you very well. You will basically, Nox just kind of shrugs and goes, "I'm an elf."
You know what? That is fair enough.
Twig gonna lean over the desk and be like, "What does that mean? I don't understand." Twig also doesn't speak physically; they do in the mind.
I just pat Twig on the shoulder because are they still kneeling down or are they standing back up?
They're still kneeling down.
Okay, I pat Twig on the shoulder as a sign that I'll explain it later.
Okay.
Hey, Emily, can you give a short physical description of Yask?
I can do my best. Hold on. It's been a while. Yask is about 5'9" in height. Their skin, hold on, I'm trying to pull up a picture and I'm not doing it very fast. Sorry, give me a second. I'm really struggling with my computer today. They are about 5'9". They are this deep, almost teal color, leaning a little more towards blue. And their hair is an even darker blue color. Sorry, give me a second. They have these markings all over their body. There are some that are this paler blue that kind of go around their eyes and down their neck, that also reach kind of on the inside area of their arms. But they also have these stripes that fall on their forehead, under their eyes, and across the tops of their arms. Where their ears are, there are in place of these fins. And they also have fins along the sides of their arms, and it's not visible because of the pants they are wearing, but they also have these fins on their legs, and they have a large, I don't know what you would call it, like main fin on their back that goes from like basically the length of their spine. Their hair was long and separated into 3 sections with the short bangs, little kind of sections of hair that fall in front of their ears as well as pulled up into a ponytail. And hold on. They're wearing a relatively normal person kind of outfit, something that's a little more different than you would usually see on someone who is pretty much a fish person.
We all have pictures, I forgot.
We have so much art of
It's not in Caleb's campaign art, though, unfortunately. It needs to be all put there.
It's just in the art campaign or the art session.
I'm about to just like spam.
There's plenty of
Yeah, there's a
twinning
lot of
hats.
spam in there.
There's a
Paid art.
lot. I could spam so much art in there right now. You know what? I'm going to. Why not?
I'm going to. All my old drawings are there, and it makes me happy.
Is this all of you? I seem to remember there were more.
All but one.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there's him. I
Um,
forgot I drew that.
So, you want to go chase this thing? I can track it for you. Unless somebody else has that skill set.
Somebody else has it, but yours is higher.
As what?
I think that's
Survival.
I do.
Oh, do you?
I have really high nature. My survival is pretty low, I think. Yeah, only +2.
I have really high animal handling, if that helps at all. I think
And,
Finn had the tracking thing.
My cabin's
Oh.
in that swamp. I know that swamp pretty well.
Yeah, you guys would definitely note that the werewolf was headed south towards the Swamp of Curses. Although you guys wouldn't know anything about the Swamp of Curses not being from this area.
Just so as you know, everything that enters there gets a little twisted if you don't keep your senses about you.
Did not know that.
Another thing, just to remind everyone, you guys would remember, the werewolf has a very strange, eerie green glow to them. Not over their entire body, like coming. They have a glow emanating from them, not over their whole body, but like from their eyes, mouth, and like ends of their extremities, like their fingers and toes.
Radioactive.
Yeah, almost the same color green, but not necessarily radioactive.
So,
So yeah, whoever wants to track him can make that survival check.
I got a 16.
Oh, I can roll that? Oopsie.
Dyer got a 9. He is
I
way
got
too fascinated on the bow to think about anything else.
I got a 17.
Okay, so we can say Nox and Twig both lead the pack towards the Swamp of Curses.
I am the light source.
You guys begin to trek through the woods, and for a short time it's just the same kind of trees that you've seen in the surrounding area. But as you get deeper and deeper into the woods, still following this trail, the trees start to get twisted. They're not, their trunks aren't straight up. They twist and turn at strange, sharp angles. They're missing most of their foliage, unless it's high up. The air starts to get nasty smelling, and the water begins to rise higher and higher as you trudge. The water rises higher and higher as you trudge through this sticky mud. You can smell the rot and decay in the area.
I'll be picking a path that's keeping my feet mostly dry.
Very quickly you realize that you cannot follow that blood trail anymore. It's gonna be a little bit trickier. If you guys
Only-
want to go ahead and roll survival again, just to
Only-
see if you stay on the trail.
Only we had Finn with his blood-smelling shark nose.
Yes. 14 plus 2, 16.
25.
25.
Does that hit?
Does that hit?
You muted yourself.
I found a stump to stand on.
I don't need a stump.
Well, with Sprout's 25, do you think we could just all ride on her shoulders and then we could make it there?
I mean,
You are the stump.
I am.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
I'm
right
the
on
tree.
shoulder.
I will
rolled a
let you
one.
carry everyone else, but it's gonna be at half speed.
At half speed.
Here's the
I mean, Steyer can walk. Steyer would be able to
Come
walk.
on.
Yeah.
I will say,
I'm
like,
just like under your arm at this point.
even Yask as the shortest, the water still isn't up much over their ankles.
I'm going
It's
to.
it's not super high.
I'm gonna pick Yask up. One
I'll
hand on the.
at this point follow Twig, I guess, because well, I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Wow. So
You turn around and walk the.
Nox, realizing you've already ventured past where your cabin is and the kind of surrounding area, you realize you're a bit deeper than you've been before. You're not familiar with this section of the swamp.
So
But you, as Twig leads you guys following the path they believe the werewolf took through the woods, you eventually arrive after a few minutes. After a few minutes of walking, you arrive at the mouth to a cave that's seemingly just jutting up out of the swamp. It's
I've
just
never
this,
been this far in before.
just this rock arch that goes down.
We really need to stop going into caves.
That's y'all's favorite place to go.
It's,
that is
it's
our
where,
favorite place to go.
it's where the spiders dwell. I don't want to
Kind
see
of takes
them.
the kind of takes the dungeon out of Dungeons and Dragons if we don't.
It's a dungeon.
I'm just saying,
Uh,
that every time we go into a cave, something bad happens.
You guys keep going to places that are full of creatures that like caves.
I'm still holding Yask up out the water.
I'm gonna look at each one of you and say, I am with you. You may not be able to see me, but I am here.
Like in spirit?
He's gonna leave us mid-fight.
I joined you mid-fight. I doubt I'll be leaving you. I'm not leaving you. You just won't be able to see me too easy.
So, how are you guys going to proceed into the mouth of this cave? It's gonna be tight. It'll probably end up having to be single file going through the mouth of this.
Oh shit. Steyer's gonna see a cricket and proceed into the cave to follow it.
No,
No.
you know how dogs take off the minute they see something?
Yes.
That's
So I'm going to be ahead of the party, having only got an 18 on stealth, but I'm going to be sneaking in ahead of the party. And looking for traps.
As you proceed into the entrance of the cave, you realize that that werewolf came through here. He beat you guys by quite some time. You guys might have been standing there conversing for 30 seconds to a minute, maybe. But in that amount of time, he gained a lot of ground on you guys. He seems to be very familiar with this area.
awesome.
I see.
Don't know where Steiner went.
Hey,
Don't.
Knox, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then you're perfectly fine walking through this.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm crouched and using every one of my hiding skills.
So, what is the order of everyone else? It was Knox shot into there. Steyer chased a cricket in. What about Twig and Yask?
Say
What?
Twig did go first.
Yeah. Once Steyer juts off, I just kind of wiggle my way out of Twig's grasp,
You jump.
and I just jump out of their arms. It takes me a second to kind of get my footing again, and before I can really stand up straight again, Twig has already just started walking towards the entrance.
Keeping an eye on you. It's fine.
Now, Twig, you do have to kind of duck a little bit, but you do fit through the mouth of the cave. Once everybody has gotten inside, you start to realize that the inside is much more expansive than the mouth first appears to be.
Okay.
Like,
well,
Twig
good.
can stand straight up once they get a little bit
Twig will
further
stretch.
underground. Okay. I had a map. Let me see if I can find it.
I forgot where I could see dark vision. I found it. Steyer's gonna go without dark vision, right?
My steel. I don't actually have dark vision. I thought I did, but my little steel defender, my little buddy, is gonna hold a torch for me.
Just standing in the dark.
I remember I used to not have it, but I can't remember if I do now.
I think we decided because you are like based off a deep sea fish.
I don't even know where I would find that. Oh, I do. I do have dark vision.
I have dark vision of 120 feet.
Damn. I have
Damn.
half of that. I'm only at 60.
I live in the shadows.
Welcome.
Where'd it go?
So, do I notice anything
Yes.
trap wise or track wise?
Right inside the mouth, or I'm assuming probably
As I proceed in.
about 15 to 20 feet in, you realize it starts to light back up. There starts to be torches leading further inside, but you don't notice any traps, but there are tracks.
Okay. I'm going to make sure I use my Mask of the Wild and attempt to hide even when lightly obscured, so that I can even though there's torchlight, I'm still going to try to remain unseen.
Okay, I've got the picture in the campaign maps.
Ooh.
Okay.
You guys
Ooh.
are entering from that southern pool.
Okay.
Cool.
From the green.
Yes, at the very
Okay.
bottom.
Could Styre
And I'm
open
going
one
to
of those?
adjust my speed so that I'm traveling about the same speed ahead, about 20 feet ahead of the party. Come on, dude.
Could Styre open one of those boxes?
Stealth.
Oh,
Sorry, what was that? I missed that.
from me or
17
him?
on stealth.
Yeah, that
Oh, sorry.
passes. This werewolf has terrible perception. Knox, you would definitely have realized that in that first kind of meeting, seeing them from far, that this thing has definitely been corrupted by the forest.
I don't get what we're looking at.
In the Caleb's campaign maps, you guys came from that southern pool right there. I'm just reminding Williams that he would have noticed that it was corrupted when they first entered. Yeah, just the cave. So, Williams, you said you'd be about 20, Knox would be about 20 feet
limit.
past the party.
Yeah, in front of the party, hiding.
Styre, once you make it underground to the larger, more open part,
Yes.
are you still following that cricket?
I'm gonna follow the cricket up until the point where I see one of those crates, and I'm gonna get my crowbar and try to pop one open.
So you stick the crowbar into the crate, and the wood just turns to mush.
And what's inside?
Moldy bread.
Oh, hit the jackpot. As unfortunate as it sounds, I think Styre's gonna pass on the moldy bread this time.
Yeah. That's prime moldy bread right there.
I've already got enough moldy bread on me. I'll be able to suffice.
That could make good money nowadays.
I know, yeah. Okay, with that, I'm gonna assume that the other crates are labeled the same and probably also have moldy bread inside of them.
I take the
And
prime
start
moldy
looking
bread.
for the cricket again.
Do you have dark vision?
I don't. My little guy is holding a torch for me, though. Remember, I have a
Oh yeah, your
steel-
little I don't remember what it's called. But yes.
It's called a steel defender. I don't really remember what his name is either. Let me see if I've.
Oh my god, yeah, your little guy. I forgot about him.
Your son.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever
Mini
named
Styre.
him.
I think we were
Styre
just calling him
Jr.
Mini Styre at that point.
Styre Jr. Call him Jr.
Styre Jr.
Because I think the joke I think the joke that Carson made was it was like the mini P.E.K.K.A.
Yes.
So it's the Mini Styre.
See, but would Styre be like, my name's cool, so he's also named.
Yeah, my name's cool, so it names everything my name. Why wouldn't I?
That cricket?
Total
Stop.
sense.
I'm letting all the noise that these guys are making mask anything I'm doing and just
Oh yeah.
waiting to
as much
to
noise
ambush.
as much noise as they're making going through this first section, any stealth rolls you make for the next couple times will be with advantage.
I'm gonna argue Twig doesn't say things out loud, so Twig is silent.
Twig is
I'm gonna
silent,
argue that-
that's fair.
Twig is
Styre was
silent.
using a crossbow, so it's definitely helping him knocked out. So I'm really helping
See,
the
but
team.
Steyr is the opposite of silent. Steyr is the opposite of silent. So
It's silent 100% of the time. Steyer's not. Breaking
just
something.
loud clanging footsteps echoing through the cavern.
Steam whistles blowing every single time I make a move.
There's a reason we don't have a
29
stealth.
on stealth with the advantage.
Perfect. So, while they're still in that first section with all the crates, you're probably, Nox, you're probably scaling the little cliff edge that's up a little ways around that bend.
Okay.
Is there anything you're going to do up there, or just continue following along that path?
I'm going to wait for the party
All right.
and watch down in advance. Check for traps. I might even set a rope down so that they can climb up.
If there's nothing of
Because
interest.
that metal guy probably can't climb that well.
No, he cannot.
Am I so big I could just like pull myself?
Yes, in actuality, yeah. It's probably right at like decent clamoring level.
When we get there, I'm going to offer.
And I'll take
Big
advantage of the
aspect.
high ground for a few minutes to observe. After I tie the rope off and leave a rope down their direction.
You realize in that kind of high ground point that the cave is actually pretty silent. All you can hear is the rushing of a waterfall in the distance and maybe some whispering voices, but not really a whole lot else. The only real creatures and stuff you notice are just normal, like, detritivores. Just the little bugs scuttering around on the ground.
Okay.
There isn't really a whole lot of animal life in this area.
Does it look like our werewolf guy is still bleeding?
So once you made it into the mouth of the cave, the blood trail looks like it's ended almost.
Okay.
There might be a little bit of a trail in, but after that first turn, well before you make it to the little scale wall that you had to do, it seems like it's ended, and it's just muddy footprints after that.
Does it make a difference that those were magic arrows?
How magic?
Because that was from a +1 bow.
Oh, do
Not
those count as
silvered.
magic?
Yeah, I think every
The arrows
plus
from a
one.
+1 bow under the 5e rules.
Okay.
I mean, unless there's a different house rule.
It's not a house rule. I fail to remember things like that.
So if it does that make a difference?
Yes, the blood trail would probably extend up to the wall, but it would still end at that wall.
Okay. It's like he pulled the arrows out and regenerated or something.
That would probably be what Nox would imagine. Because I don't know if you've looked at that map or not, but there are all kinds of colorful glowing mushrooms everywhere. To Twig, this would probably remind them of home. Back
Do a
in
nature
the
roll.
colony.
They have any special properties that I'm
What did you get for your nature?
18?
I don't think Nox would have come across these anywhere else in the swamp.
Okay.
Would Twig be able to identify?
Twig would very much be able to identify them.
Are we even over the ledge yet? I don't even know where
Yeah,
we
you
are.
guys never said y'all were heading that way.
I
But
thought
there
I
are
did.
mushrooms all still in that first area, and they're the same kind of mushrooms.
Would you, Steyer and Yask, would you say we made it to the little ledge there?
After
Or
you
is-
guys peeled
Yeah,
open
I'd say
that
so.
box, if you had kept going, you would be at that wall.
Alright,
Probably
gonna-
already scaled it.
I'm gonna offer Yask a leg up.
Yes, please.
Okay,
There's a rope hanging down.
I just, I just pick you up and put you.
Who needs a rope when you have a mic in it?
Right.
Knocks the-
When the cliff is higher than the Myconid is tall.
Step on my head and then you can go. Steyer, you coming?
Yes, Steyer is coming.
Do you climb the rope?
Steyer does have a harpoon that he can launch and grapple himself with on his crossbow, but I think I'm just going to use the rope provided.
I'll climb up after Yask.
I'll allow them to see me come up and take my rope back. Gather it up,
You
put
guys
it
just
on my
see
back.
Nox appear from the wall.
Jeez, like abscond.
Could
None of you
I
have the passive perception to see him.
could I identify the mushrooms? Okay.
Yes, of course. So Twig would only know what the village called these, but they would recognize them as the same mushrooms that the colony uses in their healing rituals.
Awesome. So wonderful. I'm gonna
Twig would know these mushrooms have all kinds of healing capabilities.
pick one up or point at one and tell people that's what it is.
That's cool.
I just kind of make a silent motion with my hand like I'm going down the hall further. And with a 27 in stealth, I step into the darkness.
You know the clip of Homer Simpson where he like fades into the bush?
Yes.
It's called Mask of the Wild. I can hide in sparsely covered.
It's a good thing you have that because there is basically no cover in this area.
You can
I'm
attempt to
practically a
hide
tree.
even when you are only lightly obscured.
Yeah. Because after you make it,
Not that we need to hide anyway. We're glowing.
yeah.
What?
Well,
I'm a
actually, you
giant
guys
orange
wouldn't be
tree.
glowing so much anymore. Like Yask probably isn't glowing at all, but Twig still has a faint glow similar to all the mushrooms in the area.
It's like a home.
But yeah, once you guys make it, probably about 10 or 20 so more feet, the cave just opens up. You can see down into this. Once you get about 10 or 20 feet past that ledge, the cave just opens up. It's this big, wide, open cavern, almost. You can see there's the waterfall on the far end, just cascading down out of what looks like another cave, and filling this little river flowing in a spot down. It's probably about a 10 or so foot drop to this lower area. There is a path, a little set of steps almost, that lead down into it. And at the bottom of this little lower section, there's this big stone, like plinth almost. All of you would recognize the stone, it has the same carving marks and color as the stone of oh god, um, the keep that you all grew up in.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
Not ooh. Oh.
Means absolutely nothing to Knox.
Nothing.
He's just observing at this point.
The three of us are having like a moment of realization.
Yeah,
Earth-shattering knowledge.
We're just
to
kind of
Nox,
staring wide-eyed.
this is just some very finely carved dark stone. It's almost like onyx or obsidian black.
I'm
But
gonna
it's
kneel
stone.
down and run my hand over it.
Okay. I'm observing quietly their reaction to it
I think it's gonna go
and
along the
looking
wall.
for what's going to ambush them.
So, has everyone approached that stone in the center,
Yeah.
completely ignoring the? Oh, never mind.
No, I'm within bow range of it.
So, where would you say you are to the stone in the center?
Get the map. Make it big again. I'd probably be at the top of the stairs that lead down to that
Okay. So,
on the from the direction we came.
mhm. So about 30 feet away. So would you
I
say
can't
about
make the map
would you say
bigger,
about
so
30 feet?
yeah, give or take. Yeah,
Okay.
one movement for me.
Yeah. Um, I will say, as you guys approach the steps, and Nox would have seen it before any of you guys, um, the werewolf is just like knelt down. The werewolf is like knelt down in the center of this stone monument, like he's praying.
Okay, time for a sneak attack. Do we roll initiative or
Not yet.
we get
He
do we
is
get a
still-
surprise?
You will get a surprise round on him.
I'm gonna open up.
Alrighty.
One hit him.
That hits.
12 plus 11, so 23 points of damage.
Cool.
Jesus Christ.
23.
And cunning action, stealth.
Alrighty.
And the arrow counts as magical, so. I
Sorry,
don't
I'm
want
having
any
to
of them.
edit the encounter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
He does.
He DMs for me frequently, and he does it to me when I DM, so I'm doing it to you now.
Alrighty. So, as you fire that arrow, it sails almost perfectly between a gap in the stones and strikes him dead in his shoulder. That's when you notice, and the rest of you would notice it as well, that all of the injuries that you dealt to him outside of the swamp have healed, not completely, but he is pretty okay looking. And as this arrow strikes into his shoulder, you hear a deep laugh. Just
Ooh.
Does anybody else want to join in on this surprise round?
I would love to join
Good.
on the surprise round. Do you want me to roll to hit?
Yes, if you're trying to hit him.
Yes.
Okay.
7 plus 7, 14.
How are you
How are
hitting
you
him?
getting it?
With the crossbow.
Crossbow. Okay, good.
Yeah.
You said 17?
Yeah. 7 plus 7, 14.
14. That hits.
Okay, cool. That is going to be 7 plus 4, 11, and then I get a second hit from a light crossbow, which is going to be 1d8 plus 3, which I got a 1 plus 3, which is 4. So 4 or
15 total.
15 total. Yep.
Anybody
Anybody
else?
You said he's like in the middle there?
Yes, he's in the center of that big stone area at the bottom.
Okay. So that means I'm about 15 feet away?
He is, yes, about 15 feet.
Okay, so I can make that. I'm going to attempt it. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
Okay. And damage? Bludgeoning damage. I hit him with a maul.
Did you ever silver that maul?
I did not. I don't remember if we did actually.
I don't think you guys ever used the solution.
I think we had silver swords, but I
You
think
silver
did
arrows.
have silver swords.
I think only Styre and Yask did. I think I didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And
At
I
least
flake
I did.
I flaked silver powder over all the arrows that I had, so I was able to actually.
I remembered that.
And then I have silver sword. Yeah, I have a silver sword.
It's bludgeoning damage, but
I thought everyone had a silver sword. I thought that's what we ended out.
no, I remember
No,
being
no,
like, oh, I guess I didn't get one, and just
Yeah, you made 4 of them, but you gave 2 of them to somebody else. And Josh had one.
All right. Okay. Now that I remember.
He's napping on the roof a bunch of quite a ways away.
Okay, and what type of damaging is the maul?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
He takes no damage from that.
Oh,
Oh, it's nice knowing you.
Yeah, Twig, as your mace hits him, he almost seems completely unfazed.
Okay.
Now, Yask, are you jumping in?
no. I think Yask would still be a little thrown back by the stone being so similar. To like not really notice at first, and then at some like I don't think they would notice in enough time to join in.
Honestly, makes sense. You are the main character.
So,
I got a lot of trauma, man.
Quite literally.
as Twig hits him with the maul, and he doesn't look hurt by it in the slightest.
I distracted him. Quick, get him.
Jump him.
He lets out another one of those deep laughs and then stands. Ah. The ones who call themselves the heroes of Golden Moon. How predictable. You come here thinking you can stop me, thinking you can save your precious village. Fools! You know nothing of the power that has been bestowed upon me by the great Zernia, goddess of the depths. Do you see these claws, this form? It is a gift from Zernia, a transformation that has freed me from the shackles of mortality. She has granted me power beyond your wildest dreams, power to reshape this world in her image.
One
You
tiny
are but
ball.
insects in the presence of a god's chosen. Turn back now, and perhaps you will be spared the fate that awaits those. Fuck. You are but insects in the presence of a god's chosen. Turn back now, and perhaps you will be spared the fate that awaits those who oppose Zernia. But know this. The darkness will spread, and Golden Moon will be the first to fall.
Is he large?
He is your height.
Oh,
Are
look
we
at this a
talking
lot.
like your typical looking werewolf? Or are we talking like it's like a wolf that is now standing on its
Is
hind?
it like Naffisea werewolf, or is it like wolf werewolf?
This only helps everyone but Williams. Like, Naverio almost looks like a civilized werewolf. Naverio looks almost like a more civilized werewolf. They
Like
at
a
least-
hairy man.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. Whereas this is like, if you've ever seen the old, like, Ben 10, Ben Wolf.
No, hold on. Because when you first described it, I fully thought it was like a wolf that just
Oh,
Ben
okay.
Wolf.
on its hind legs. Oh, okay. Yeah, that
I
makes sense.
see.
Oh,
I mean, let's think about it. There's 3 of us. There's 1 of him. I think we can knock him out.
I don't know what god he's talking about.
He's like the same height as Twig. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he is
like-
much larger than regular werewolves.
I just kind of look at him and it's like I don't know what to say to you or no.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yum yum.
13.
17 plus 3, 20.
I wish I didn't roll this high. 23.
15.
Dude, I got a natural 20 on an initiative roll. This sucks.
Not during a battle roll, of course.
That's nice.
Nox, that was
Not a waste of
13.
20. 13, yeah.
You said we only had like one bottle of the silvering
You
stuff.
have one bottle each,
Okay, I could have sworn you said only one.
and it lasts, I think, 4 hours.
Okay.
What was everybody else's initiative?
Mine was 20 total.
Mine was a 23.
Who said 17?
Mine was 15.
Oh, mine was 17 plus 3, 20.
Ah, that's where it is.
Yep.
Okay. So, Yask, that puts you first.
Oh, yippee. So I believe I've already
Yippee.
used the silvering on my dagger. It wouldn't have been 4 hours by now, right?
No, you used
Okay,
it in that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
no,
set up like our whole trap.
it's been at most about 30 minutes since that
Oh,
fight happened.
sweet.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm pretty much just stuck to my dagger today. So let's see if I can do any damage. I don't think so. Hold on. I gotta do math in my head. I rolled a 15.
15 to hit.
Yes.
All right, that hits.
Oh, okay. I felt like that was gonna miss.
You're so used to being told no.
I know. Okay. I rolled the wrong dice for a minute. That is 5 piercing damage. I pulled out my D8 instead of my D4. It's like this isn't right. Hold on.
All right. Next is Styre.
okay. Cool. Sarah's going to try to hit with a 6 plus 7, 13.
That hits.
Ooh, really? Okay. So I'm going to do my large crossbow, which is going to be 6 plus 4, 10. And then let me make sure I don't have to roll to hit again for my...
By
No,
the way,
it is
Williams, I was
non-action.
wrong. His AC is only 11, so all 9 of your shots would have hit.
Oh.
Not just 8.
Oh,
And
kind of a
then,
moot point now, though.
Yeah.
and then plus 7 to that. So that was... Hang on. Ah.
So was
Where can we
that
see my...
14 total on that last one? What was that 14 total on the last one?
4 plus 3 is 7 for my small crossbow. Where do I see all my rolls? I know you can do that in
You hit a game log on D&D Beyond.
game log. No. Man, I don't know why I'm having a problem with this.
Wait, are you trying to roll in D&D Beyond?
No, yeah, I just rolled in D&D Beyond. I couldn't remember my first one. It was 7 was my second one. My first roll was
It was 10 damage on the first one.
it was 10 on the first one, so yeah, 17 total.
Yeah, so you hit the big button that says game log if you go back out to the main screen that shows everybody's characters. You can hit game log.
Okay.
Should be up at the top on the right hand side.
At the top on the right-hand side. Ooh, it's not there from. Well, now I go back to all the characters. Oh, game log. There it is. I apologize. Okay, cool. Yep. So 17 total.
And if you're on your character sheet, up at the top, if you're on your character
I'm on-
sheet up at the top right where it says campaign, Seeds of Naffisea,
Right, it's the cube.
yeah,
yeah.
it's the little cube.
Okay, cool. Um,
So, after that, Malcor stands up. He read that whole speech and took all that damage, knelt down, unwavering.
oh,
He stands
Uh-oh.
up and emanates this high-pitched whistle. And Williams, behind you, there's the stone wall with the hidden room behind it. If you're looking at the map. From behind where you're standing by the steps. On that top right-hand side.
So there's a hidden room back there, huh?
Well, yeah, that room with the torches and stuff in it.
Okay.
Because there's a stone wall behind you,
Uh-huh.
but there's a room on
I
the
hear
other
the
side
wall
of it.
moving.
No, coming crashing through the wall.
Oh,
is a
I don't hear the
creature
wall moving.
is a creature called a barghest.
Oh yeah. I know what's that.
Hey, do you
So
have a
I
picture
make
for
sure
us?
not to look at it.
I do not have one just readily available.
I got you. I pulled up an image as soon as you said the
I
name.
got you.
Do you want the ugly one or the uglier one?
The ugly one or the even uglier picture?
We'll go with this one. It's a little higher quality.
I thought you were gonna say, wait, we'll go with this one. It's even uglier.
I think this one is the ugliest out of all. Oh, come on. Stop fucking with me. Give me
Is
a
that in the
second. We're
art?
gonna-
Where's it coming up at? Where you guys send the picture at?
where am I gonna put it? I'll put it in general, I guess, once I get the image.
In my campaign general.
Yeah.
Which campaign are we running?
I didn't know if she meant like general.
Hold on, I almost got it. Things are difficult. That's the wrong one. That's called
Playing D&D is hard.
They're playing first edition.
I'm not sure that they got.
There. It's
Yeah, he
in
got that.
Caleb campaign general.
I like the random little goblin.
Yeah, it's just show size.
He's just there.
He's there for
He's
scale.
menacing.
That's a big old thing.
Things
I'm gonna
really
remain
ugly.
hidden and wait for my turn. Wait.
Did you say how many came out? No.
Just one.
Just one. Yeah.
Okay.
Only be killed by. Up your soul.
I'm gonna remain hidden and wait for my turn.
Oh boy.
Did your guys get stuck in the tower again?
I got it.
Ooh, I gotta break out my
Yes,
tower.
yes.
I get to roll dice again. I mean,
Fine, I won't use that one. I'll use the normal sized one.
I'm so glad that I took like extensive notes when we first started because it's helping me a lot right now.
Williams, what was your stealth roll? You said I think it was like 21 or something this last time.
20.
20?
When I went into I took a cunning action and went back into stealth. It was 20.
Okay, well, he just got a 20 on his perception, so that's a 16
You're gonna
plus
land
4.
within. Yeah, that's he's gonna spot me.
Only barely.
Well,
He's
does he
perceiving.
get within 5 feet of me to attack me?
He does have to get within 5 feet of you.
So when he does, I'm going to take a cunning action. Or not a cunning action. I'm going to do what's called a skirmisher. I'm going to move 15 feet away from him
Alrighty.
without provoking an opportunity attack and get out of his reach.
What's really scary is he only has half his movement left, but he has more movement than you have regular.
Oh, well,
Barghest
Well,
have a
that-
speed of 60 feet.
well, I got 35.
Is that a reaction?
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
I got 35, but it's a reaction. When an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet of you, without provoking I can move. I move half my, as a reaction, I move half my speed away from him.
Alrighty.
You have to wait. Turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So, next.
It kind of startle him, or does he chase me?
It
I'm like,
confused him when
oh,
you
hey, no.
it confused him when you shot back. So next is gonna be the werewolf. He his claws begin to glow brighter, that same green color, as he swipes at Steyer. Missing.
Glad to hear it.
Steyer does
Yes.
a 17 hit.
A 17 does hit. I have an AC of 17.
As his fangs begin to glow a brighter green, he turns and bites into the metal of Steyer.
Ow.
Shoot that green shit at me.
Really appreciate that.
Yow!
Dealing 10 damage and crushing the metal of your arm a little bit.
Ouch.
It's still usable, but it will need to be repaired.
It's
Okay.
okay. We can hammer that out later. It's fine.
It is now Twig's turn.
Would putting that like silver stuff be an action or bonus action?
It is a full action to silver your weapon.
Okay. I would like to do that.
All right.
I silver my trusty maul.
Do you have any bonus actions?
Bonus action? No.
All right. We are at Nox. I think you're muted.
It would help if I wasn't muted.
A little.
I'm going to produce flame and try to hit that Barghest with oh,
13 does not hit.
okay. Well, a ball of flame goes flame at it. I'm going to use a cunning action and try to hide from it using a full move. To let me figure out where I'm going in that cavern. Maps. There you are. I'm going to try to get good 50 feet away from it,
All right.
where I can still see it, and then I'm going to try to cunning action and hide. So I'm probably going to go down the hall a little bit.
Back the way you came from.
Yeah. Try to get, see, I'm 15 feet away from it now. So I'm going to do full 35. And then cunning action hide.
Yes. Alrighty, go ahead and roll stealth.
Six.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're hidden. All right. Anything else?
And that's everything I can do at this point because attack and move. That's what I did.
Okay. Yask, we're back at you.
Yippee. I'm gonna try and stab it again, I guess.
You're the only one chipping at its health
That is a 17 to hit.
since the first couple strikes at the beginning. Okay, that was a what to hit? Sorry.
17.
17 hits.
And that is once again a 5 damage.
5 damage. Anything else?
There's nothing else I can really do.
Okay. Styre,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Ooh, my favorite turn. Oh, I didn't mean to roll that. My bad. It's going to be 16 plus 7, 23 to hit.
With your crossbow?
Yes.
All right, that's going to hit.
Cool. And then I'm going to use my piercing damage. Ooh, that's going to be 10 plus 4, 14. And then my light crossbow is going to be, 8 plus 3, 11. Perfect on both of them.
Nice.
So that's a 25 total?
Yes.
All right. Malcor is, the werewolf is still standing, but he's looking a little rough.
Nice.
Wait, what was that?
Carson, Styre dealt 25 to the werewolf.
Okay. Sorry, I was reading.
All right, so that bar guest is going to turn. The bar guest is going to turn towards that center stone plinth and rush it with his full movement.
No.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 40 feet of movement, so he actually still has some left. He's then going to might help if I was looking at the bar guest's stat. The bar guest is going to cast Suggestion on Twig.
Oh no. What am I doing now? He's suggesting.
He suggested.
He's making the list.
Okay. All right, that is going to be 16.
16 what?
Wait. Okay. Okay, so you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. $12.
Damn. So, this bar guest runs up to Twig from across the cave, walks right up to them, and everyone else watches besides Nox as this thing almost appears to be speaking to Twig. You guys watch as this thing appears to be speaking to Twig. Twig, all you hear is run.
Cool.
And you feel this hold or this fuzziness in your head and over your whole body. But after a minute, it fades and everything returns to normal.
That was weird.
Oh no. Anyways.
Oh no. Anyway.
That can't be good. Anyway.
Bonk.
All right, it is Malcor's turn. It's the werewolf. Sorry, I have him. I have him under a name. It's gonna be the werewolf's turn.
Yeah, you said Malcor, and I was like, the werewolf? I call him Bean Man.
All right, you guys watch as the werewolf reaches down and touches the bar guest, and it starts to glow with the same green energy that he is.
Oh.
And after a second, the green just begins to glow brighter and brighter. What? Huh? Okay, and now it is Twig's turn.
Okay. I'm good, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Can I rage and then attack? I try.
Raging is a bonus action, I believe.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Alright. Does a 17 hit
Hit which one?
the werewolf?
The werewolf, yes.
Okay. I have to read so I don't mess up. And what does raging do? There it is. Okay. 10 damage.
Do what?
10 damage.
Alrighty.
I was trying to get the window up, but I was clicking the wrong stuff.
Malcor, the werewolf is looking even more hurt at this point. Next is Nox.
Well, the creature didn't come after me, so I'm going to go back after him. And once I got my full move in, if that'll get me within sight of him, of the action inside that circle.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to.
If you went your
My-
full movement, you'd be at the base of the steps.
Okay, well, I'll stop at the top of the steps again.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit that werewolf with a produce flame. You want me to put that to the game log?
It's up to you.
Just so you know what it does?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Should have been sent. Yep. So I hit the werewolf with it, hopefully.
It's taking a second to
Oh,
load.
man. Flame goes whizzing past him.
Yep.
I'm going to take a cunning action and hide again.
All right.
Only a 15 this time. Man.
Okay.
That's the problem with low-level characters. You only get one attack.
Next is gonna be Yask.
Nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll. There's not much else I can do. That is, if I can do math. 15 to hit.
You use strength for your weapons, so you would get bonus damage. Did you click that you were raging?
But it didn't change anything. It just.
I'm not certain. You'd have to look at it. Okay, I'm sorry, Emily. What was that?
You're good. It's 15 to hit.
15 to hit who?
And once again, for the werewolf, I'm gonna
Yeah, go
clarify.
ahead.
And that is once again 5 damage.
Heck yeah.
I can't seem to roll any higher than a 2 today. That's okay.
That's better than you were rolling last week. Or
That
last
is
time.
very true. I couldn't hit shit last time.
Next is Styre.
It says +2 right here.
A twos are better than you were rolling last week? Holy Moses.
The damage, yeah, most of the time I couldn't even hit anything.
Yes.
So I can hit twice.
Yeah, you just roll to hit
And
twice.
I have a +2 to each.
On session 0 for me, I hit 9 out of 9. I
Yeah.
can't
Call
hit
that
today. I
lucky.
hit once today so far.
It's been so long since we played that I forgot how to do the battle, and I forgot I have 2 whole things that I've been missing to do. So.
Yeah. It has been a while since we played on this one.
Yeah, when you raged, you got +2 to damage.
I forgot
In
that I had
addition-
+2 to damage, and I have 2 attacks.
I'm so used to playing
nerfed
Mage Mech with
yourself.
my 2 items that I like, my couple things that I can do, and now I'm back playing Yask, and I can either hit or I can heal. That's all I got.
Yeah, got one of them.
So, Styre, what are you gonna do?
Styre is going to attack the You didn't write a label. What is the wolf-like creature that you sent in
The
Caleb's campaign?
Barghest.
Barghest. Okay, I'm going to try to hit the Barghest.
All right.
That is going to be 14 plus 7, 21 total.
That is going to hit.
Okay. 7 plus 4, 11 for my heavy crossbow, and 6 plus 3, 9, 20 total
20
for my
total damage.
Yes.
Alrighty. The Barghest will turn and face you directly.
Ooh, cool.
It
Quick
opens its mouth, and you watch as green energy wells up in its throat and then blasts out in a 15-foot cone.
Huh. Oh. Does it hit?
Oh, it always hits. You have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I see.
Oh no.
Dexterity saving throw. I've got pretty high dexterity. Oh. 9 plus 3, 12.
12. Alrighty, that is going to be half acid damage.
Half acid damage, which is going to be damage over time, or...
No, that is 3d6.
Hey man, if you need healing, I got you.
Well, it's only going to be half of it at least.
Well, he did get hit before already.
Right. I'm at 28, so 3d6.
You take 5 acid damage.
No, it's not too bad.
That's not too bad. Still at 23 HP.
I'll take it.
I forget we
Half
have a lot
health.
more health.
Or no, I've got more than half, but
Yeah, we're not level 2.
yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I kind of messed y'all up once last time. One of you died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was me
Oh.
again.
It's always you. It's always you.
Right. After releasing that energy, the Barghest will turn and attempt to move out of Twig's little area. If you want to attempt that attack of opportunity.
I can. We don't normally do that. What do I do?
Big smash.
I rolled a natural 20.
Awesome.
Sure, sure you do.
Yeah.
Hey, look at it!
Oh, it's not that I don't believe you. It's a holy shit. I don't believe my luck. I was like, who's been
Double
rolling that?
damage.
Twig. Yeah. I think I can escape that.
Natural 20. I did.
So roll your damage, and then double it.
Double that, damn it!
So disappointed. Twig is going to be our MVP of the night, that is for sure.
Third.
No, that would be 9 doubled to 18 plus 4.
Okay. I don't know why I did that then.
Well, because that's your normal damage. It's 2d6 plus 4. But you basically double it to like 4d6 plus 4. You don't double that last 4.
Because I'm just looking at the thing.
Nice hit. That's great.
Awesome.
That'd be 22.
I don't roll a lot of those.
I think that's the only one you've rolled so far.
In a while. It's the only one I've rolled attack wise, I think.
Next is going to be the werewolf.
How's he doing so far after that bonk?
He looks pretty hurt.
He better.
Been wailing on him this whole time.
Bonk him again.
All right. So, you guys watch as the werewolf turns and sprints towards one of the corners of the building. The corners rise up over a little ceiling. They rise up to a little ceiling over the whole thing. And he runs straight up the column and is stuck to the ceiling above you.
Like Spider-Man?
I was about to say,
Yes,
like,
he
Spider-Man?
did in fact cast the spell Spider Climb.
Oh, there you go.
So, quick question:
Of course.
Did he disengage, or did he give the combatants, each one of the combatants within 5 feet of him, an opportunity attack?
The only ones within 5 feet of him are Yask and nope, just Yask.
It should be me.
Oh,
I'm not
cool.
that far from where Yask is.
Oh wait, you
Unless
have been
that-
hitting him, so yeah, you would be.
I'm just asking.
No, you're fine.
What are we doing?
Thank you for reminding me of
Asking
my
for-
error. I thank you.
It happens a lot. You wouldn't believe it.
Yes. I remembered it last time and didn't remember it this time.
Well, good.
So yes, you guys would both get attacks of opportunity.
Cool.
Now's a good time for 20s.
I don't. Unless the dagger can reach him, I don't think I'm gonna be able
Throw it.
Whoa! Do it!
It's something I've practiced a little bit. I don't think I try. Hey, if
Lunge in and stick him.
it says so, I can try to throw it.
What are we doing? What is that?
Oh, I got my thing on. I got my mic.
I don't know, you guys started talking. Alrighty. So he is stuck to the ceiling. I mean, unless you guys want to roll to hit
I could.
for that attack of opportunity.
Okay, yeah, I would like to.
The only ones that would get it is Yask and Twig.
I'm just gonna try and throw this fucker because on my thing it says that I can throw it. So
I got 24.
24 hits.
18.
18 hits.
Please be higher than a 2.
So it's 2d6.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh my
2d6
god.
plus 4.
The highest I can go is 7 damage.
So you got the 7?
Finally, I stopped rolling 2s.
11.
11 damage?
Yes.
Alrighty. Yeah, he is on the ceiling now. It is Twig's turn.
What's he doing up there? I don't have much I can do because my bow isn't, or my arrows aren't silvered. Is there a way I can get him down?
Is there a way you can get him down?
Can I grapple him?
Can you jump about 30 feet in the air?
No. Where's the bar guest?
About 10 feet away from you.
Right. I want to go to attempt to hit the bar guest.
All right.
Move over and clobber the bar guest. Get it, get it, get it.
That's an 11 to hit and a 20 to hit.
The 11 does not. The 20 does.
Okay. Then I have my rage on. I'm doing mental gymnastics right now.
The 11 would have been a 12
It still would have hit.
or 13.
Yeah, it wouldn't
13.
hit either.
I mean, okay.
So
I
that's
just-
just a +2.
You forgot she's nerfing herself again.
The downside of all of this is that kind of stuff. I told them they're gonna have to remember because I'm not gonna keep track of it.
Oh wait, it's not a plus to hit, it's a plus to damage.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's 11
My bad.
damage.
You said 11 damage?
Mm-hmm. That's,
Is that with your plus 2?
I think so. Okay, that's a 5, and then it's
Your
4.
strength bonus. 5 and 4 is 9, 11, yes.
Then there's the +2 for the strength or the rage.
That's 13.
That's 13.
Okay, you'd have 5 plus. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Yeah, you have. It's 2d6 plus 4 plus 2. So it was 5 and 4, which is 9.
11
plus
would have been the damage.
4. So that would be 13 plus 2. That's 15.
Okay.
The bar
Apparently math
guest,
is hard for me tonight, too.
the bar guest is looking very hurt.
Good.
Williams, I'm on vacation, so my brain shut down 2 days ago.
Let's be nice.
My brain never turned back on once I graduated high school.
If you knew the hours I pulled the last month, I earned this.
I turned in 111 hours last week.
Yeah.
Over the last weeks.
Yep. The 2 weeks that were on this paycheck, I worked 16 to 18 hours every day, Monday through Friday. It was not fun.
It doesn't sound fun.
Okay, so yeah, that bar guest is looking it's looking very hurt. Like that last hit from Twig probably broke its legs.
Ooh.
It is not looking good.
Just gonna look over at everyone and give a thumbs up.
Just a Twig smile.
The twig beak smile.
Yeah. Next is Nox.
Ox saw that spells, and he's just going to go back to what works.
So, I will tell you, from the top of the steps, you cannot see the werewolf. He is obscured by a little overhang on the ceiling.
I'm going to step down.
Sorry, what was that?
I'll use my move action to step down to where I can see him
Okay, yeah.
and shoot him.
Go ahead and roll.
20.
You cut out. What was that?
Dirty 20.
Okay, that hits.
Hit.
And then 12 damage is what it looks like on the computer.
Oh, yep. Unless he knows I'm there.
You guys watch as this arrow strikes from by the steps, flying in a straight path perfectly through all of these stones and striking him square in the forehead. And his body falls into a crumpled mass on the stones below, almost hitting Twig and crushing the bar guest.
I hit the bar gas too with him?
Yeah, his body fell straight down, and straight below him was the bar guest and Twig.
Oh, well, fortunately I missed Twig.
You did 12 damage. He had 12 health.
Oh, well, I did 16.
So, I mean, even better.
You know the Family Guy death pose?
Yes, that exactly is what he looks like, crumpled over the top of the bar guest, who
The bar
fades
guest flat
into a
out.
puff of smoke and disappears beneath him.
Poor Steyer can't have his pet.
So I'm not a fan of the regeneration thing that guy had going on.
Yes.
So I'm going to use the short sword to decapitate him and produce flame to cauterize the wound.
Alrighty.
If you need me to roll damage, I will.
No. No, it's not.
I don't think he can regenerate that.
No, not in here. So,
And I look at everybody and I go, I don't think he can regenerate that.
Twig is just gonna like scrunch their face up a bit. It's like, yeah, that was. I wouldn't have done that. But okay. You did you.
They're fascinated looking at the decapitated corpse.
as you're holding the head, the green glow that had faded as he fell to the ground returns, but it's a flicker. And
Drop.
the head begins to speak.
Oh no.
No, this cannot be. Zernia, I have failed you. How could mere mortals defeat the chosen of the goddess of the depths? You think you have won, but you cannot comprehend the power you defy. You cannot comprehend the power you defy. Zernia's reach extends far beyond this village, far beyond your understanding. My death will not be the end. Others will rise, and her dark tide will wash over all. Remember this day, heroes of Golden Moon. You have only delayed the inevitable. Zernia's wrath will come for you, and when it does, there will be no escape. As the flicker fades.
Yeah. I dropped that head so fast. As soon as it started to green glow.
It's gone. Done.
No.
As you toss the skull, a figure appears in the little stone courtyard you're standing in. Everyone but Nox will recognize this figure.
Oh no.
A fish woman who I can only describe as being dressed like almost a priestess.
Ooh.
You can see that she's wearing like a crown made of seaweed that seems to be like waving like it was underwater still, but it's out in the open. And the robe is covered in little like anchor motifs, different seafaring symbols. And before you stands the 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 being previously known as Aunt Jessie.
Would I have like sensed her before she made herself known?
You had no feeling of this whatsoever.
Oh,
You've felt
that.
her
Oh
presence in the
no.
past. You do not feel it
Oh no.
until she's standing 10 feet in front of you.
Oh my
And
God.
the second you realize that's who it is, just that feeling crushes you. You just have this like pit in your stomach.
I take a couple steps back. Like I'm stumbling back in confusion and shock and just like I don't know what is going on.
So, she appeared before you smiling. She turns, notices the body, turns and looks towards the head, fades, reappears by the head, picks the head up and holds it in her hands. And she's got a look on her face of like you just killed a family member almost. It's like a loving loss. And she just, oh, you poor pitiful creature. Oh, you poor pitiful creature. I gave you power beyond anything you had ever felt or seen that would rival most all upon this world, and you couldn't even defeat a group of fucking children. I see now that my power was wasted on such a disappointment like you. I told myself you would fail, but I retained confidence in you throughout all of your reports. But all of the work you've put into taking over this country by force ended in complete fucking failure. I see now that I will have to return you to your true form and take my power back. Your puny, small, useless, hideous human form. Because clearly, you don't know how to use the power I gave you. The head she's holding turns to dust. And out of the dust, she's holding this head. The body glows. The body glows so bright that the entire cavern is lit up like the sun had just appeared where his body was.
Ooh.
The whole thing turns to ash. And now lying where all of the ash had fallen from is just this human corpse that's shriveled up. Most of the bones are broken. It's the flesh that's still on the bones is burnt. It's not great to look at. But the bones have turned into a crystal. The bones have basically crystallized. Steyer would assume probably from the heat that was generated in that reaction.
Ooh.
And the the actual skeleton almost looks like it was deformed when it was a human.
I see. So, more than likely, a human asked for, a blessing from the gods to save its horrible form, and then they got turned into a werewolf that started killing people. Makes enough sense.
After that, Aunt Jessie will look up towards Twig, or not Twig, Yask, sorry, and go, "Oh, my poor dear. I wish you would accept my offer. Join me and we can take over this world together. And you'll have worshippers just like I did. Won't you please join me?"
What? So I could become like him?
And she holds her hand out towards you.
Yes,
Not-
please.
Not
Not
like him, dearest. Like me. We would rule together.
I take a couple steps back. Just I can't. My eyes cannot leave her eyes. I feel like my eyes are blocked in this position, and I just stare, my mouth agape. I don't know what to say.
Are you rejecting me again?
Yeah, I cannot be like you. I can't.
Fine. I understand your dislike of me. You don't have to be so rude about it. And she disappears.
And Yask just collapses onto the ground, like on her knees.
I'm gonna look around the party and evaluate who's injured.
Gonna kneel down beside Yask. Just
Um,
While you guys are doing that, Yask, you notice on the ceiling where the werewolf fell from, in the script that only you know, your last name appears, just slowly etched into the stone above you in Aquathran.
Is it joining like other last names, or is this like the sorry, is this like the only writing that appears, or is there other writing on the ceiling?
You watch as the etching slowly happens in the ceiling of your last name. The letters slowly start to shift and move and zip around the little roof that's up there. And they finally settle, and the name that is written where your last name was is Zernia.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
and none of us can read it but Yask.
Unless she hasn't had the time to teach y'all how to read it, so
Only Yask is freaking out about that.
I'm just staring up at the ceiling like, what
the
the
question is, does she share in what she's seen?
Are you good, buddy?
how do I describe this without sounding crazy?
Because probably the only other person that would have noticed the writing was Nox. But you wouldn't be able to read it.
What's that? Anybody know?
Yeah, I mean,
just
from your perspective, you just watched the stone above your head slowly get like scratches in it of something.
What's that? And who was that lady?
It's a lot of explanation.
But yeah, that's going on right now. That's something we need to worry about.
Gasp, what is that?
It's Aquitaine. It's the language of my race. I honestly I've only pretty much realized that I could read it not too long ago, but it started out writing my last name, Hello Runner, and I watched as it just like morphed around and just stopped on Zernia.
You got certainly an interesting crew. What's Zernia?
Oh,
Uh, well, apparently Zernia is, well, who originally was my Aunt Jessie. But I guess she doesn't go by that name anymore.
Okay. And that writing was writing.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
very ancient
I'm
writing.
gonna have to teach you how to read that at some point. I feel like this is a little important.
Yeah, with
Okay.
clearly the destruction of the end of the world, we might have to.
All right. Who needs help? Who's hurt?
Well, Steyer, I guess, can be healed with healing potions. I think I have ability to heal myself.
Steyer has a dented arm. I forgot.
Will
Mending is
mending help
cast on
that?
you. Yes, if mending is cast on you, you can spend and roll a hit die and regain HP equal to the roll +2, minimum of 1 HP. You also benefit from being healed by spells that don't normally affect constructs. Cure wounds, healing wounds, mass cure wounds, and spare the dying. Oh, okay. So I will be healed by regular healing.
So cure wounds
But-
will help you?
Yes, but if you have mending, it's the best.
Okay. I know a guy. And I have it myself. I have mending, and I also know a guy. He's not too far from here.
Okay. So you also have mending, so I guess you could just do it right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that would be pretty cool.
I used mending at will, so
Okay.
I'll just keep going until it's fixed. Anybody else hurt?
No. Good yaks.
I'm okay. I wasn't hit.
You were hit
What about-
emotionally.
So everyone else was fine?
I
Is there-
think you got most of the hit, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you took.
So
You need. I was able to fix the dent.
yeah, roll a dice. It says you can spend a hit
Can
die.
you be more specific as to which one?
If the mending spell is cast on you, you can spend a hit die, roll it, and regain
So-
the number of hit points equal to the roll plus your Constitution modifier.
So, Carson, that would be you roll one of your hit die.
Oh, okay. So 11 plus 7, 18, plus my Constitution, which would be +2, so 20.
How many were you down?
I was down 15, so that'll heal me all the way back up.
Oh yeah, Knox is going to use all of his perception to search this cavern
So
for
those
nooks, crannies, secret doors.
The two extensions past the little stone thing in the center, those hallways lead to absolutely nothing. There's a bunch of crates back there, and you can go through them, but looking at them, it's stuff like bread, arrows, just stuff that he's grabbed from different supply runs coming through the town.
Are the arrows any good? Because I could replenish them.
There are arrows on there.
I'm gonna take the arrows if they're still good.
Yes. Just as an aside, I don't make people keep track of arrows,
Oh, okay.
so it's up to you on that if you want to.
Okay.
There was nothing on his body. Nothing that survived the fire, at least. And then
What about the Barghest?
the Barghest? It whenever it dropped to 0 HP, it was returned to the plane of Gehenna.
Oh. Did it have anything in the in its cavern that was worth
cavern-
looking at?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to get to. So,
Oh, yes. Okay.
do you want to go over there by yourself or let everybody else know?
I'm heading over there to check that out, and that's where the Barghest came out of.
Yes.
And I'll start walking that direction.
Steyer's gonna start picking at the werewolf corpse that's turned to crystal, and he would like to take a piece of it and investigate to see if it's anything valuable, the crystal that it turned into.
Alrighty.
Might be a spell component or something we can sell.
I got a 9 to investigation. Ugh.
Okay, so let's jump over to Knox in the cave. So what you find is just where the chest is on that little room. It's actually a pile of just junk. It's almost like he was creating a hoard with stuff he found valuable.
Okay.
Just piled up in that corner, there is a tree token, 3 paintings, 2 spell scrolls, a wind fan, a universal solvent, a potion of vitality, a ring of animal influence, and an alchemy jug.
Hey, you guys might want to come over here. And I need you to go over that again.
Okay. So, there is a tree token, 3 paintings, a spell scroll, or 2 spell scrolls, a wind fan, a jug of universal solvent, a potion of vitality, a ring of animal influence. Sorry, where did it cut off?
The
Universal solvent.
A
Jug of
potion
universal
of
solvent, a potion of vitality, a ring of animal influence, and an alchemy jug.
Damn, good finds.
Yeah.
Potion of vitality and an
Tyre just hears, y'all should come over here and books it.
uh, I would definitely want the universal solvent. I think that would be something I could use for something weird.
Potion of vitality. And a ring animal influence. Any magic users? Some of this stuff looks like it might be magical.
Yes, you're
Like-
a magic user.
Yeah.
By the way, Carson, Steyer
Yes.
would recognize the crystals as shit. I just had it. Aquamarine.
Ooh, very cool.
Pretty blue. Would I have use for any of this? I don't really like.
How many pounds of aquamarine would you say it is?
How many pounds of bones are in a human skeleton? How many pounds of bones are in a human skeleton?
That's a good question.
Probably 30.
There you go.
Yeah, 22.4. That was pretty close.
I was pretty close.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
I just
Nice.
figured out bone out a deer or something.
So,
So an animal ring of animal influence, a tree token, 3. As far as I got is P.
paintings.
Paintings.
You would probably estimate those paintings as being worth about 250 gold.
Paintings of what?
I didn't care enough to look.
Fair
Should have
enough.
thought of that.
I forgot.
And a
there were
winged
two
squirrel or
artists in
winged.
Yeah,
I got
there
a
are two.
winged
It is a wind fan.
wind
Oh.
fan.
They're all Ken Curry paintings.
Some of this
Painting,
stuff
yes.
looks expensive. Who's the spell caster?
Me. Kind
You
of.
may want to take a look at these 2 scrolls.
Okay.
And what's this wind fan thing do?
Is it like
Are
a
you
handheld?
actually asking me what it does?
No, I'm asking the spellcaster, who will probably ask you.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fair.
I don't know.
And this tree token, it kind of looks. Needs to be identified.
I don't know if Yask has identification.
I can double check, but I don't think so. I have a lot of weird shit. I don't think I have identification. No.
I don't. It's not on the list for rangers.
Yeah, I don't either. I have invisibility, but I don't have identification. Which I feel like is something I should have, but I didn't really think about that.
I'm confused.
Well, there's always leveling up.
Very true. I'll just have to remember next time if I ever get any more spell slots to make sure I get identification.
Hey, Anna.
Yes. Hey, Carson and Emily, when did we hit level 5? Was it like how long ago was that?
It was fairly recently. I think it was
Yeah.
or the session before last.
I think so. It was very recent.
We hit level 5 before we got on the boat, right?
I think, yeah, but that also was not that long ago.
That's true.
I mean, in game that
was
was
definitely after
like
some battle.
6 months ago.
It did,
Session.
Yeah, I guess.
session wise, it wasn't that many sessions ago. Time wise, that was half a year. So,
Wait.
because I didn't mark when we level up. I should start doing that. Yeah, we got on the boat back
It
in
was like a 2-week trip,
April.
right? Because it went faster than normal boats.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It went faster than normal boats. And based on what I've kept track of, we've only character-wise been in this game for 7 months.
You're right.
Minus the aging from age 8 to 19. Exactly 7
So-
months.
So what it sounds like is you guys get to level up.
I think so. Sounds good to me.
See, when you say level up, it scares me.
I mean,
I'm not scared of that.
I'm not scared of that either. Yeah.
It scares me because you say that when we reach certain levels,
oh no, I'll use that. I'll use that quarter I stole from you earlier
quarter.
or yesterday.
I mean, what quarter?
Yeah, Caleb stole a quarter from me.
She dropped it on the floor, and I jumped on top of it.
Fumble!
We get to level up.
All right.
Sweet.
Possibly.
Possibly.
You'll all come to a consensus while I flip it in the air.
Okay.
Heads.
Oh, shit.
It's
Oh,
immediate.
Now I know I can't flip it over and put it like actually a direction before I do it.
Are we going with heads? I'm happy with heads.
I'm happy with heads.
Sure.
It hit me, and it landed in my lap. I haven't looked at it yet. What are you guys picking?
It sounds like the consensus is heads.
All right, let's do heads.
Yep.
I have bad news.
Like,
Oh,
It's heads.
It was tails.
Dang it.
it's
Yeah.
at first I thought you were gonna do a fake out, and then just the way you said it, I was like, no.
No, I looked down and I was like, oh shit. It's tails. It's like shit, it's tails. But fuck it. It's been a while.
Tails the fox.
Go ahead and level up.
Sonic.
Miles
Nice.
per hour.
It's been long enough. You guys have been through enough
Miles per hour.
since then.
Guys, let's all get excited over the new stuff we get.
I
Please
think I
let me
do get
have
something pretty
spell
cool.
slots, because
I either get
wanna be
something absolutely nothing or something pretty cool. I can't.
please some spell slots. Begging.
I'm just excited for the hit points.
Oh yes, I got 7 extra hit points.
I get Spirit Shield.
Oh, damn, I went up 10 hit points. That's crazy.
Starting at 6th level, your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability checks that makes you use a proficiency with a tool. Pretty cool.
Ooh, this is pretty cool. Beginning at 6th level, the guardian spirits that aid you can provide supernatural protection to those you defend. If you're raging and another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to reduce that damage by 2d6.
I can learn a new language.
I can do more language.
Ninth level is insane.
I'm the defender. What did my hit points went up? 12.
The benefits of a barbarian.
No new spells.
I
I
got
get to do is
77
learn
hit points. Yippee!
Damn, all I get is that I get to learn a new language. That's it.
You didn't get any more spells.
No.
No.
You should be able to swap some out though.
Oh, I'm gonna do that
I think
because
you
I
should.
have
I think you can swap like one.
I have some useless ones.
Think
Yes,
of the
please
ones
let me
you
swap
must
them.
get rid of.
I think there's
Most of
one
them.
that you can. I think you can swap one of them.
Cool.
May
I'm
I
trying to figure out how
suggest
to find them.
identify?
No, I'm gonna do identify. I just gotta figure out what I can
The
get rid
amount of times we've been like, yeah, ask the spellcaster, do you have this?
The
No.
answer's no. Look. I'm still a baby at this. I don't know what's like the thing you should have when it comes to spells.
Like Yask's patron was straight up like, "Here's the list of spells you can learn," and Yask was like, "Oh, that one sounds cool."
I
I'll get
can't
that
find
one.
my spells. Where the fuck are my spells?
Yeah, this isn't Pokemon. You don't only want damaging moves.
I didn't pick only damaging moves. That's the thing. I picked like a wide range of things that I could do, and then I have yet to use any of them. Why can't I find my spells? Where did they go? I might need help. I genuinely
You
can't
can-
find my spells
You
anymore.
can only
Yes,
have
you
two
get one more
skills.
spell.
Where?
So go back to. Are you on the edit character thing?
Yeah, I'm on class right
Yes. So under Warlock, it's got class features, optional feature manager, and then spells.
now. Oh, found it.
Then close the known spells and open up add spells. And then underneath add spells, it says known spells 6 out of 7.
Oh. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I gotta find identify because I need to at least have one useful spell in here.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, I could apparently also do spider climb. I don't want it, but that's an option.
Hey, Emily,
Spider climb.
I don't know if you can get identify.
I don't see it. I don't think so. Can I like search? Oh, I can. I'm just scrolling through it. No, I can't get identify.
Damn.
That sucks. Okay. Well, any other recommendations, anyone?
Magic missile. They never miss.
I don't even think I have that.
And any cantrip that if you can get a cantrips, get the cantrips that like produce flame or something on that nature.
Poison spray. Yeah.
They don't use spell slots. They just you can use them. Huh.
My Wi-Fi is eating shit right now. Everyone.
I keep I'm just not processing the fact that I have invisibility. I could use that. Why am I not using invisibility?
You need to study your character more, Emily.
Dude, I have so many spells. It's ridiculous.
So do I, but
God, I don't even know what to grab.
Hmm.
Identify is a bard and wizard spell.
Damn.
and you're a warlock.
Mm-hmm.
Look up some of the evocations. It might have a evocation that does it.
Okay, I guess I never clicked on this. What the fuck?
Hold on, I gotta do some research.
I just added
hey.
a spell to my repertoire.
I was wrong. There's another class that can learn identify. The artificer.
Oh, really?
Hey!
Pretty cool.
I bet
Yeah,
Carson
well,
didn't even look at
goes to
spells.
figure since they make
I did not know.
magic
I never
items.
used spells, so.
Artificers make magic items. That goes to figure.
Do you hear my computer, Anna? Yeah, you've got prepared spells. Wow. You can learn 5 more spells, Carson.
Oh,
You
I
can
guess
you
I
can
haven't
learn
learned.
5 more spells.
And
Oh.
one of those is going to be identify, please.
You have no choice.
One
Fireball
of
for
them.
all 5 of them.
You can pick 4, whichever one you want. The fifth one
Yeah,
has to be
identify is
identify.
like halfway down the list.
I choose 500 cigarettes.
Yeah, there's not a lot of options for me. I just gotta pick something that's
Star,
not.
you're in a small
Steyr,
enclosed
you
area.
can get some very, very fucking. You can get some really cool spells.
Artificers
Choose
can make
wisely.
healing spells.
Yep.
Or make healing potions.
Oh, yeah, I might want to do that. Oh my god, I didn't
Sorry.
even spec into this.
Yeah, Steyr can get shit like Spare the Dying, Mending, Cure Wounds,
He
False
can mend
Life,
himself then.
Sanctuary, Shield, Aid.
He can mend himself.
Hey Carson, you can get the Dark Vision spell.
I can also get a water breathing cap, which is, I guess, is a hat that.
See Invisibility, Spider Climb, Vortex Warp, See Invisibility,
Make
Skyrect.
can make craft healing potions.
Purify food and drink. Detect magic.
Spell refueling ring. What does that do? While wearing this ring, a creature can recover 1 expended spell slot as an action. The recovered slot can be a 3rd level or lower. Once used, the ring can't be used again until the next dawn.
I'm
Hey,
tempted to grab Detect
Carson.
Magic for myself. I feel like I could
That's
use
actually
that.
pretty cool.
Carson, had you learned the spell Lightning Lure, you would have been able to use it and get the werewolf down.
Oh man.
Or Witch Light. Or Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Or Fireball.
Arcane Lock.
can
Enlarge
lock a door.
reduce. Enhance ability. Magic
That's a
weapon.
fun one.
Holy shit,
Repulsion
Carson.
shield. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do repulsion shield for my 6th level. That's pretty badass. Holy crap. Might do.
Oh, are you picking your infusions?
Yes, I got 2 more infusions for level 6.
That's pretty cool.
Might grab Detect Magic, because that's the only useful one I have, I think. For our mission, at least.
Ooh, radiant weapon. The enemy becomes
Raise
blind
What's
after
that?
attacking,
Start the game. We got to raise yours up. One.
unless they.
Oh, darn. Okay.
So, hey, I know a guy that doesn't stay too far from here. He's kind of, well, he's a druid.
Mind sharpener. Yeah, mind sharpener is really cool.
Isn't too far from here either.
Should I do mind sharpener?
Although I think you guys would find it difficult to get into.
It's a little more serious,
Do it.
kind of playing, a lot less. I like this kind of playing where, you know, the rules are whatever sounds the best rather than exactly what the book plays, but I can definitely respect the other type of playing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice being able to go, actually, I don't think we should do this. And your DM's like, okay.
Well, it's almost 10 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and then we can talk a little bit more privately.
Okay.